The rate of suicide amongst teenagers in the Jewish community is completely alarming, and there's a very, very easy solution. It's actually the reason why I stopped being a therapist and went into education. Our teenagers have absolutely no life skills. We force them to do stuff, therefore they have no sense of self, no sense of purpose or direction, don't understand their role in society, and are completely skillless by the time they turn 18. There's a heter not to get married at 18, right? Ben shmona asrei lechuppah. That's if you go to yeshiva. But to be 16 and have nothing going for you, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Just like the experiment with the rats. When they gave the rats unlimited heroin, they doped themselves to death. But when the researchers decided to put in a whole rat contraption where they could play and had something to do, the rate of death amongst the rats from ODing on heroin went down. That's because they had something to do. So our teenagers have absolutely nothing to do. They've never tasted natural consequences of being a complete nebuch and having no skill set, raging hormones with no way to get married at 18. And it all starts because we're forcing our kids to do things. If we just let our kids grow and experience life in an organic way where they can actually sense their role in society, that consequences, natural consequences, are tangible. And being a loser is something that is not cool. You know what? Nowadays, all our kids are pretty much losers. If they're 15, 16 and don't have a future in learning and they have absolutely no skill set, they're nebuchs. Hashem yirachem. So this is a big issue. And if you want to prevent and you want to help when it comes to the rate of teenagers committing suicide amongst our communities, the shift needs to be done much earlier. You can't send these kids when they're 15 and 16, when they're already in the muck and mud, to therapy and expect them to get better. It's already too late for most kids at that point. That is why we have to start much earlier. We have to actually start teaching them skills, allow them to tap into natural curiosity, and be motivated towards doing the things that they like to do. This is how we are going to shift and change the mental health crisis. And this is why I stopped being a therapist, because it's not gonna help. We need to start at a much earlier age and prevent the problem and change the school system and the learning environment where our kids are slowly developing into teenagers. The teenager is the epidemic. There's no such thing in Judaism. 13 years old, you're an adult. If you're not gonna spend the rest of your life learning, you need to learn real skills right now, skills that are aligned with what you're interested in and what you're motivated to do. In my school, that's what we do, and that's the shift I'm making. And if you care about your community and you don't want your son to become a teenager, which is terrifying and which is very scary for parents, the parents I work with, they have no idea what to do because it's already too late. We have to start much, much earlier, and we have to shift in education to help these kids actually identify what's important to them. Give them something real, a real role in society. The natural consequences are that you'll be 16 and be a loser. When you're in school, there are no consequences like that. What's the consequence in school? You'll get an F on your test. Okay, that's not my problem. My parents are still paying the bills. It's just really scary, guys. So if you want to make a shift in this mental health crisis, which just starts by the very fact that there's such a thing called a teenager, we must change education immediately. Therefore, get in contact with me. Come to my school, start up another school like my school, and let's just save Klal Yisrael. Hashem Yirachem, these kids are going. I meet so many people, friends of mine, people that I know. It's alarming. It's literally alarming, but it makes perfect sense. And here we are, therapists are making tons and tons of money working with teens. And it's all preventable. It's literally preventable. Guys, let's make this shift. Get in contact with me. Let's change the system. It's not just about me and my school. All schools need to be doing this. This is Chinuch 2.0, and it works in this generation. What we're doing now is not working, and it's so obvious. Please, save the Jewish people. Make this shift in Jewish education. Contact me, and let's change this from the beginning before it spirals out of hand and before you create a teenager.